Welcome to Sound Money Investing. Like I said, the US president is about to make an announcement to the nation related to the Middle East, from what I understand. We'll have to see how the markets react. So I'll set up the charts in order for us to look at the different assets. So I have the 5-minute chart for gold. We're going to modify this. Silver. We're going to put silver also in the 5-minute chart. Give me 2 seconds to set this up. Hope everybody's doing fine. I didn't expect to be a big announcement today. It was a midweek meeting here, or a live chat here in the channel. And so the last one should be Bitcoin. So we have 3 minutes left. We'll just have time to set it up. I think we're going to be just fine. So this is set up for gold, BTC. BTC USD, 5 minutes. What else will we have? Oops. So we have gold, 5 minutes, around 4,787. Here we have silver, currently at $75.53, and Bitcoin at 68,599. They are all kind of flat. Gold up 0.6%, silver up 0.7%, Bitcoin up 0.75%, and US oil minus 0.8%. So this can change in a few seconds depending on what is announced. I'm just going to post a little welcome. Ask your questions in the chat. If you have any questions, post them in the chat. And we're going to pin this. Okay. So it's 9 p.m. Let's see. Bitcoin is going down. Silver is correcting a little bit. And gold is going down. So something was announced or being announced. So let's see how the different commodities react. This is again the 5-minute chart in terms of gold, silver and Bitcoin. Not a big movement so far, 0.5% or something, exactly at 9 p.m. I will not show the interview or the live feed of the president because I want to show you guys that you know, the best way to digest news, live news, um, delayed news or something like that, the best way is to look at the charts and evaluate yourself what the reaction is and if it's something that will be a major shift in the chart structure. You see here, even though we have the 5-minute candle, this is something that we can very short term look at that. That's the gold. In here, do we have a few points that touch in terms of silver? I guess we could use this. And in terms of Bitcoin, Bitcoin seems to be reacting quite a bit, a little more maybe. Look at this here. This is the base. So this is 68,000 pretty much for Bitcoin, $75 for silver, and here is $4,764 for gold. So quite muted so far in terms of price movement for gold, silver, and oil. They are all very close to zero. Let me just put the camera here a little bit maybe. So now we are correcting a little more in terms of gold. So this trend line has changed. We're going to move to 10-minute chart and see if we see something. Can maybe connect it to this one too. Something like this. More points, more data. Again, this seems to be a very good, huge movement, but technically it's not that big. 10 minutes. Let's have a look at silver. Silver correcting here a little more. 10 minutes. Do we see some kind of support somewhere? 15 minutes. We'll have to see. I think the support level for silver, it is much lower. 30 minutes. Yeah, this is a tiny movement in the whole structure. Leave it like that. And in terms of Bitcoin, Bitcoin has corrected also. Let me go to 15 minutes. See what has happened. In terms of Bitcoin, we have that. Let's get, I guess 68,000 is pretty much the level. Let's see if we can come back to it, or if we're going to touch a little lower. Oil, seems to be, I'm just gonna put oil in the chart. So it seems to be a little good news for oil because it's up 2% versus the others. So let me look here. Oil. Oil. Let's go to oil futures. Is it trading? Oil. Okay, US oil. I'm just gonna type that. US oil. Oops. US oil. Sorry for the music. I don't know if there's going to be a music there, but so we see here, this is the 5-minute chart. Let me put the 15-minute chart. Oil went down to $97, $98, and now it's going up to 101, something like that. And let me see here. What do they say in terms of news? Let's see. Let's see. There's no live update of news here, but you see that Trump is making a speech. Oil went up to $100. It has stopped there. Bitcoin went as low as 67,000 and came back up. So that was a fake type of movement. Bitcoin holding very, very strong. Silver is coming back too. Went as low as $73 and now up $1. And gold, similar, went as low as 4,724 and now it's at 4,745. So quite muted, and oil now is retreating. So it's trading around $100. So not necessarily a big, huge move in terms of movement for these assets, but you see how you don't really need to follow the news live. The price action reflects automatically what's being said. So if he says something major that changes the sentiment of people, then price action will flip very, very quickly. So $100 oil, 68,300 Bitcoin, 74.55 for silver, and 4,755 for gold. So gold's reacting quite well, recuperating what it briefly lost a few minutes ago, less than 5 minutes ago, and not a big panic sell as of now. Gold continues to recuperate. Wow, that's impressive. Thank you very much for those who have been watching the videos and watching the live stream. It's a brand new channel. I think it's 12 or 13 videos in total so far. Not a big amount of videos. I expect to get a few views here and there um, because obviously the algorithm on YouTube doesn't know me. It's trying to figure out what is the audience for my content in terms of gold, silver, Bitcoin. Uh, and that's going to take a while to tweak it. So thank you for those who have been watching my videos. So gold is going down a little bit now. Silver holding strong. Bitcoin going down. So maybe something was said. We're getting back to 68,000. And oil is going up a little bit, slightly above $100 per barrel. I think it's the measurement. So quite entertaining in terms of this price action due to the news here of the speech of the president. We'll have to verify what it entailed, what details were shared within the that press conference, but so far a nothing burger in terms of gold, silver, Bitcoin, and oil. Pretty much tame, not a lot of movement, not a huge movement on these assets. Yes, a little bit more volatility. It's kind of normal to see a little more volatility when a press release is conducted, but the market digests pretty fast what's going on with the press conference. So we seem to be bouncing the level of 4,750 for gold. Again, these are 10-minute charts, 10-minute bars. Silver, it's 30 minutes. Let me put it back at 10 so we have the same time frame. So silver's doing something similar. Here, put it back to 10. Bitcoin slightly above 68,000. And then oil, let's put it back to 10. Oil is trying to make a little move a little higher, but it's trading around $100. Between 100 and 101 so far. We went slightly above 101, but we came back. So very narrow price movement for these assets. So in these Wednesday live streams, most probably is going to be at 9 p.m. That I set them up just to give me enough time to set up my things and come back from work. I hope to see a different type of crowd on Wednesday evenings that I do on Saturday morning, Sunday morning. The live streams that I do normally there, or I'm going to continue doing every single weekend if I can, unless I have some kind of a schedule issue. Oil went up a little bit, $101. Bitcoin slightly above 68,000. Silver correcting a little bit at under 75. And gold at 4,750 pretty much. So very, very close to that level. Let's stay with oil just in case it makes a move. Next level here is 103.30. $103.30 for oil. So yeah, like I said, on Wednesday evening, I'll have this live chat. It's going to obviously depend on the amount of people who join in. I'm always going to have the format, look into the different assets, maybe one article or something that caught my eye to initiate discussion. And after that, we'll quickly go to Q&A where I can answer questions you have about gold, silver, Bitcoin mainly, and then go over some tickers if you guys like in terms of companies you want me to look at chart wise, and we can look at also other commodities. I'm starting to look a little bit on oil and also on uranium that has I have seen a lot of videos about uranium being cheap at this stage. It's true that it's at a nice price, and uranium also is impacted by what's going on in the Middle East. So we're approaching $103 here for oil, $102.60. Bitcoin corrected a little more, so we are down $500 below 68,000. Silver corrected too. We're now at 70, almost $74, and gold has corrected to 4,700 or so. Something was said in the press release that I think it's pushing a little bit the price up in terms of oil. $103 is the next resistance, and after that we're looking at let me tell you, so 103.30 I said, or something like that, 103.25, and after that it's going to be 104 or 105. So 105 and 103.30 or something like that. We are at that resistance level right now. This Bitcoin, yeah, it stopped falling. Silver is trying to make a base. Same thing for gold. So yeah, we want to give opportunity to everybody who has questions regarding investing, regarding gold, silver, Bitcoin, our main assets, other assets of interest to them, and in terms of questions related to investing, it can be something fairly simple, or maybe a little more complicated questions. over time, you guys will know what my strengths are. I'm not an expert in all kinds of subjects. For example, I don't do shorts, but I'm trying to see now if I can use short ETFs, inverse ETFs. So I'm looking into that. I don't do cover calls. I don't do calls and puts, options. This is a field that I haven't learned or haven't had the chance to really take a look at that sector of investing. So I have never done it. I usually trade spot in terms of Bitcoin, derived stocks like strategy, ETFs related to Bitcoin, and then in terms for silver and gold, they are mainly ETFs that I use for that. I do not have physical gold. I have physical silver because I bought a few collectible coins, but that's very limited in terms of the amount of silver that I have. Bitcoin, yes, I own real Bitcoin with wallet and things like that, so I can certainly guide a little bit people who are completely new to Bitcoin. The two coins that I actually have the most are Bitcoin and Solana. Those are the two. Have a little bit of ETH and a little bit of Dogecoin for fun, but it's a very, very low amount. So 7 minutes. If I don't have any questions or people joining in the live chat, we'll close the live stream at 9:30. 7 minutes. That's long enough for this. So after or during the interview here of the president, oil went up a little bit from $98 to $103. It's approximately 4%. It's not necessarily a super move in terms of oil. For Bitcoin, it's still correcting. So it started around 68,500. Now it's down pretty much $1,000. So what you see here is $1,000 correction. In terms of silver, $75.50, or actually $75.75 or something like that. $75.75 to $73.60. That is the main correction. And in terms of gold started around 4,785. So $65-70 correction in terms of gold. Not a major move right now. It could get worse with time. It's still going down right now. So here it says gold is down 1%. Silver is down 2.2%. And oil is up 4%. Obviously, this will be reflected in the stock market tomorrow at open. To expect a little bit the oil stocks to go up, Bitcoin to correct a little bit, and gold and silver to correct also a little bit. but nothing really catastrophic is going on here. Let me just increase. I'm just gonna look at 1 hour just to give you an idea. 4 hours is a fairly common trading window used by a lot of people. So this is Bitcoin. You see, this is the candle. So it's, yes, it's a movement downwards for Bitcoin, but it is kind of limited. It's not a huge move. That's the 4 hour for Bitcoin. Let me put the same thing for oil and see what the oil. It's a little bit of bigger candle, let's say, in terms of movement. You can clearly see here that it's going up. So silver, let's put it in 4 hour format. Whoops. I'm trying to scale this up. Let me remove that. So you see here the big tendency here to the upside. After this huge correction, trending up, and we're still in that upwards movement, even with the correction here for silver. It's still within that structure. We'll see during the night if it holds. This is the that was the 4 hour chart. Okay, can go here right away. Okay, let me check for gold. Quite similar structure for, oops, sorry, for gold here. From this tick, we were in a temporary, let's say, rally in terms of gold. We have not broken that structure. It's still valid. So tiny correction, minus 1% for gold, minus 2.5 for silver, and oil is up 2%. So minus 1.2 for gold. Silver here is a movement of minus 2.4 now. Bitcoin is it's coming back. It's 67,600 right now, minus 0.7%. Not a big, huge movement. And here oil is correcting now. Establishing some type of a resistance there at 4%. It seems not to be moving beyond that, but it can evolve overnight. Tomorrow morning before market opens, we'll have more candles, more digestion of the press conference from the president related to the update on the Middle East conflict. Seems that the news were a little better for oil than for our commodities or our precious metals and hard assets, gold, silver, and Bitcoin. It is 9:30, so I don't have any questions. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you very much for those who joined, and we'll see you Saturday morning for the next live stream. And I will try to post at least one video either tomorrow or Friday. Friday is a day off, so there's a possibility that I post a video on Friday also. Have a nice evening, everybody. We'll see you soon.